so much money on books. I don't know if I.
I'm
Okay,
just
well,
recording because we've been talking for like 30 minutes
I
and
know about
recording. So
books.
like we're just gonna
What I got
we can
the
keep talking about whatever we're talking about. We're gonna start recording it too.
I just want to say that I got the Wolf King and the Night Prince Fairy Loot editions, and I'm really excited about it. Okay,
What edition? I have
because
the Wolf King, but I think I just got the deluxe edition. I don't like from
um
Waterstones or something. I don't think I got.
oh I started that book because I saw that Chanel had read it, and I was like, oh, she's read this or listened to it, whatever. I was like, well, I had no idea what it's about. I really liked it. This is no spoilers, and Chanel already knows. And I was like pretty invested. I'm like, the writing's really good. I love the accents, love a kilt. Like, I was like, oh, it's okay. I haven't been really feeling like romanticy this month, really. And then it got to Blake.
He's like he's like the bad guy.
He's the bad guy, Ash. It got, as soon as they said, like, he's like tall and kind of slender, like a dark aura, he's in like dark pants. I was like, this is my new personality. And then I read it in like a
Morally
day. As soon
gray.
as
He's morally gray. That's what it is. Yeah. Like, oh my God.
incredible. Tens. I'm reading The Night Prince right now,
So I was
and
gonna say, and then
it's
there's she just announced there's a third book coming out.
The Wolf Queen, or
Yeah.
yeah, The Wolf Queen. Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that too. I know I need to read The Night Prince, but Stacey, I love how you just get on these kicks. You're just like obsessed.
Like so then I was like, well, I have to have the special editions. I love it so much. So I was,
She
yeah, I'm
has to have it,
obsessed.
Chanel.
And I just look at them on my bookshelf and I think, my babies, I love you. I mean, they're not here yet, but they will be eventually.
I mean, that's how I feel too. I look at them and
Hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I love this
Speaking of
book.
special editions, Chanel, bring up for people watching on
Oh
YouTube,
yeah.
bring up your special edition of the book we're talking
Yes,
about
This
today.
is the book we're discussing today, Legendborn, and this is my beautiful
Oh,
Fleetwood edition. It's so
that's my girl Bree right there.
yeah. Like, it's so
I,
beautiful.
s- and I mean this with my soul. I swear I can tell if I'm gonna like someone's book recommendations solely if they've read that and if they like it. Anyone who has anything negative to say about Legendborn, instant unfollow. Like
Mm.
they know nothing.
There's
They
a
know.
girl, I don't even know who she is because I just whatever, but she's getting ripped apart over on threads because she said she didn't like
Good.
Legendborn, and she was like, not even just like she didn't like the book, she was saying very racist things about it, like, oh, not all white people are like this, and like I mean, just getting shredded apart, and I'm like,
Good.
not on Black History
at all.
Month.
I mean, they're not mean about all white people in this book. What does that even mean?
Yeah, I mean, like
He was just saying, like,
look
I
at my
can't
boy
relate to
Nick.
this. I can't
Yeah.
relate to this because I'm not a white person like that. I would never do that. Like she was saying, like
She
we haven't
doesn't
had,
see color, Chanel.
yeah, she's like, we haven't had slaves in forever. And like, I don't, it was just her opinion was just crazy.
And forever. Does she actually have facts? Does she know when that actually ended? Does she know the timeline?
I didn't engage because the
It's
people,
just like when people are like, women have had rights forever. I'm like, oh, do
it's,
you
Oh,
do you know the timeline of when a lot of
people,
this
I
stuff
mean,
actually happened?
so uneducated. So
Yeah, show them
it's
your
really
sweatshirt,
weird.
Chanel. See, look, Chanel's got it. Like, we got
yeah,
dates,
abortion, baby.
we got
I
dates,
mean, it's
timelines, receipts.
receipts. It's weird. It's like people aren't still alive that were in segregated schools. I
I
mean,
know,
but that was forever ago.
I know. So yeah, I was like,
Oh
not
my
during Black
God.
History Month, bitch. So I should have commented.
You should have.
Not today.
Not
Not
today.
today.
So yeah,
Oh my
but
God.
but yeah,
Also, before I get too far into it, if I sound weird or there's a lot of coughing, I am fighting off a pretty bad head cold. Thanks to Josh, he got me sick. So, that's
Thanks, Josh.
but if there's a lot of sniffling, coughing, I apologize. I'll disinfect my entire setup here when we're done.
we'll
No,
edit
you
it
got the
out.
sexy voice. We love it.
Oh yeah. Also, my computer is about to die, so I hope I'm not
Are you
close to
for real?
it'll be fine. I'm in the kitchen. I got to find a plug-in that's close, but I'll figure it out later. It's fine for right now. If it gets
It'll
down
be
to
fine.
10% and you see me move
Great.
around, that's why.
It'll be
Okay.
fine.
It's gonna be fine.
I'm running on 10%. My laptop can run on 10%. It's fine.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Crazy. But yeah, no, we're discussing Legendborn by Tracy Deonn today. We're super excited. Our book of the month. We haven't done one in a while.
In a minute.
So
What was our last book of the month? Should I look?
Yeah, our last book of the month was Blood
it was
Moon,
Blood Moon. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
But when was
um,
that? I'll look.
I think it was
October?
December.
It's
December. You guys, I don't think we actually did the book though. We just talked, did
yeah,
we?
you're right. We just talked to Brittany Lewis.
Yeah, I mean, we
Mhm.
all read the book, liked the book and everything, but then we talked to her. But I'm like, oh, our actual last,
You haven't
sorry, our actual last, this cannot be right. I'm trying to look at our
was it
last
like
book.
Hunger Games? Was it Hunger
You guys,
Games?
I
Or
think so.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
like a
it's because we've
while.
been busy with our very nice, amazing authors. They've been taking up
Yeah.
all of our time in the best way.
Yeah, October 7th. It was real or not real, our Mockingjay finale.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Which is weird because we've been reading so much and talking about all these books that we love,
hmm
but yeah, we've been lucky enough to talk to a lot of authors, so we haven't got to do like
Yeah,
discuss a book in a while.
hmm Yeah. So it's actually, yeah, kind of nice, like change of
yeah,
pace. Um,
yeah. And then it's nice for us three to get on here and get to hang out again. And
mhm. Yeah.
um, so I read Legendborn because Chanel loved it so much, and then I loved it, obviously. And I will say, I didn't know, and it's shown up in other books I've read lately and movies I've watched. I didn't know what root magic was. And I thought that was really interesting to learn about it in this book. And then I read The Reformatory, which mentions it in there, which I loved. And then they talk about it in Sinners, the movie, which I
hmm
love. And I was just like, see, we always are learning something,
Yeah, yeah,
always learning something.
You
yeah.
guys, we have to pause. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm so sorry.
You should
No,
be.
good. Go to the
Okay.
bathroom. We'll come back.
I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
I had my friend Nia, she watched Sinners and she never saw it. And we watched some of it at work because we were slow one weekend. And she went home and finished it. And let me just read you. I was telling her all the stuff you told me about it, but she went home and watched it. She's like, I can't wait for my kids to go to bed so I can finish this movie.
hmm
Hold on. My God, I didn't realize I bitched so much to her. Jesus.
You're going through all the text messages.
Okay. So she texted me, she put I she put the Irish music video, like when they're doing like the little Irish jig. And I said, oh my God, yes. And she put with vampires. And I was like, yes, it's crazy. She put, I can't stop looking, but I need to turn away. They're so creepy. And then like 20 minutes later, she's like, what the fuck? And I said, well,
hmm
what part are you at? She goes, I just passed the part where Sammy's in the water with the main vampire and his cousin
hmm
killed him. And I said, oh yeah, that scene is crazy.
hmm
She put, I have no words. I don't even like scary movies, tens across the board. And I put, yes, isn't it crazy? And she goes, yes, him killing the KKK. And she did like the mind blowing thing.
hmm
And I said, oh my gosh, yes. Did you see the scene at the end at the club, like at present day? She's like, oh no, I almost turned it off. Let me, and then she put, oh, it's amazing. I'm getting, she's like, I could cry. And I put, did you catch on that the name of the club was, the name of that girl?
Early.
She was, no, I didn't even catch it. And so she's gonna watch it with her husband or whatever. She's like, I can't wait to watch it again with the details. Jake's gonna watch it with me tomorrow. And
hmm
then it was just so good. And like it, which so crazy is like I missed a lot of stuff till I talked to you and then watched it the second time. But I was like, oh, I was like, one of the reasons he stays back and like kills all those KKK people and like dies is because his brother's in the barn, like, and so he's killing them so they don't burn the barn down and kill his
hmm
brother. And I was like,
Yeah. I mean, like amazing, like
amazing.
cinematography and like the writing, like
Did,
just
and
so
it's up for more. It broke all those records for the Oscars,
mhm. So
which
amazing.
thank God, because when what's his face won that Golden Globe over him for that stupid ping pong movie, I was like, is this for real?
I know, I know.
I was like, is it? I mean, actually, is this for real?
I
Like,
mean, yeah, because like I wasn't really surprised. Like I was obviously hoping, but I was just like,
it
yeah,
just doesn't make sense. It's
I
just
know.
like, how do you compare any? First of all, he played two different characters and did that kind of acting. It's
I know.
believable that he was twins.
I know. I know. Lindsay Lohan style, like I
Parent Trap, but make it serious.
right. I know. So, but I also was just like, yeah, that's
Hmm.
pretty accurate. Like, what do we expect? But
What do we expect?
yeah. So I was disappointed, but kind of just kind of
Yeah,
that's how it's gonna be. But I don't have high hopes for the Oscar or yeah, for the Oscar Academy Awards basically. Like I know
I
they're
do.
nominated and stuff, but I really
Hmm.
and so I hope that they get
Yeah,
Academy Awards.
something.
I hope, Best Picture, and I hope they get, Michael B. Jordan. And I really hope Woon Mi, I think that's how you say her name, gets, Best Supporting Actress. But I
Hmm.
just don't think that because I feel like she held the movie.
Dude, she held that movie together, dude.
Mhm.
Like,
But I just don't think they're gonna get it. So it kind of sucks. But
I
anyway.
just can't wait to be more mad about everything. Ashley, how are you feeling? We can make it a quick episode too if you want. Like we can just like hit the big pictures and we can talk about
Mhm.
like what team we are on for the guys and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sorry.
I don't be. Tobias has already came in here one time, so I'm just gonna kill myself. Don't worry. Also, I've been trying to finish these vinyl shirts for work that I've been making, and I wasted a whole roll of vinyl. Couldn't figure out why. Tobias had fucked with the clamps on my fucking Cricut, and I didn't notice. So like here I am thinking that it's broke, and then I finally get under there and look at it. He'd flipped open all the clamps.
Oh my God.
You're hilarious.
Yeah, that's not hilarious. That's terrible.
I'm
Um,
not.
So now I have to go out in this fucking cold. He has to have strawberries. We're out of strawberries, and then I have to go get more vinyl.
he has to have strawberries. Okay, we want to get back to
Okay.
Yes.
Legendborn.
Yes.
Legendborn.
All right, Ashley, you lead this.
So I went into it completely blind. I didn't really know anything
Hmm.
about it. Um, so I was really surprised. So it's a young adult book and it takes place in North Carolina. And this
Hmm.
Bree, the main female character, and her best friend Alice are attending the big, is it just called North Carolina University? What the big
Yeah.
but they're
Yeah.
like an early admission, so it's like their last 2 years of high school they're spending there.
Yeah. It's like a special program they're in or
Yeah.
whatever.
And it's all like kind of based, there's a lot of different what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's kind of got like King Arthur
Hmm.
backstory nights, and then also like Stacey had mentioned a little earlier, like this root magic. And so it's like a bunch
Hmm.
of different kind of backgrounds like into one for this story that I think the author does like such a nice job of like intertwining them.
Hmm.
Um yeah, and I loved everything about it. The author does such a great job. You like instantly love most of these characters or like don't like them right away or you get a sense of them. Um and it was just everything I want in a book. It's fantasy, a little romance, a little bit of a love
Hmm.
triangle that's starting. But like I feel like it's hard to do a love triangle in the right way sometimes. And she just does such a nice job with the characters and it's a part of the story, but it's like not the main story. And
Mhm.
Hmm.
then just like in this time period of my life, it really resonated with me. The grief aspect that's going on and it is really well done and I have nothing negative to say about this book.
Hmm.
I just loved it all so much. So,
Mhm. Do you have any like hot takes? Like, um, I guess what do you think about Nick? And then what do you think about Selwyn?
I love Nick from the beginning, and I guess if you haven't read this book, there's going to be some spoilers. So, like, just for anybody, but also I loved. So the interesting thing that I loved about this kind of love triangle that starts between Nick, Selwyn, and Bree is that Sel at one point was like had a crush on Nick, which when I read that, I don't know why, but I just loved. And he's like everybody falls in love with Nick at like some point, is what he said. And excuse me, sorry. It's Nick's character, like you believe that. He's like not only
Hmm.
is he just like this very attractive guy, but he's so nice. I mean, he has faults, but he's so nice and he just like seems to like see the good in people and like yeah, you feel like you would instantly like him too if you ever met him. So I loved that little
Yeah.
Like a genuine love triangle.
yeah.
I knew that it was unique for me personally when I read it because, as you guys know, I always gravitate towards like the bad boy or whichever. So you think it would be Cell, but when I read it, I'm still like Nick is my heart. Like I love him, and so that's how I knew it would. Love story wise, it got me in a different ways because that's really not who I would normally pick. And so,
Mhm.
she does a really good job of writing his charm and like how he cares. And I love that she added in there that Cell had a crush on him first. And I think it really adds depth to his character too. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I think both of them are have a lot of layers because um maybe not this book, it's been a minute. But maybe in the second book, Blood Marked, and I haven't even read Oathbound yet, but like even though Nick is, like you said, like attractive and charming and
mhm,
nice, I think that's not all he is. Like you said, he has a lot of layers and depth, and he can be morally gray as well. Like spoiler alert. And then I don't
mhm,
think Cell is this totally opposite bad evil guy.
mhm,
That we find out that he or we think he is. Again, I don't really I can't really remember, so I don't want to like give away spoilers for Ashley or anyone else who hasn't read Bloodmarked, but
yeah.
like do we find out what he is in this book? Do you know what
Who?
Selwyn
Cell?
Yeah, I mean, he's half demon.
At the end.
at the end? Okay.
Hmm.
Ashley, what is he?
More than the half demon. Am I not saying it?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I just
But it's like yeah. So like, but we realize because it brings up all this stuff with like his mom
Mom,
and
yes.
him and
Yeah.
this like grief, anger that he holds on to and
He
stuff.
has. Yes. And so
Oh,
it's
like
just
who his
like
mom is? Yes, that she
yes.
Yeah.
was a king's mage too, and she's still alive.
Yes.
And they, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just like he gets painted kind of this really dark, like he's always in the shadow of Nick and stuff.
yeah,
And, like
Hmm.
obviously he's not all bad. He's like been protecting Nick this whole time. He's been protecting
Hmm.
Bree, and like he's not all bad. Like no one's like black and white,
yeah.
between
Yeah.
either one of them. And so it was kind of the same. Like Tracy said, like I could tell I was gonna love this book in the romance aspect because I couldn't pick between either one of them. And in either book, I was
Mhm,
like, oh
mhm.
God, I really like Nick here and I really like Cell here. I mean, I am Team Cell. I'll say that. But
Hmm.
I still go back and forth, honestly. So I thought that was just really good writing, really good character development to be like, damn, like this is really hard to pick between
Can they
either
just all
one.
Yeah.
be together?
I
Yeah,
love a why
it's
choose.
just so
I
crazy.
love a why choose.
I mean, how? I mean, I don't understand how she's gonna pick between the two of them.
That's why we gotta read the next books.
Mm.
Read the third book. There's a fourth one coming.
Hmm.
How
And
many books in this series is there going to be? Do you know?
It's four.
More.
there's gonna be 4. I also think it's really interesting. Not only does she write the romance really good, but I thought the magic system was really interesting and new.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
didn't think I would necessarily dig the King Arthur retelling vibe, and I really liked it. But I also love that the book is so much about like perspective, just like with Nick and Cell and even Bree. But the magic system's such about perspective because you learn about all this King Arthur magic, all this stuff, and you're like, oh, this is why it goes this way, this way. Then we learn more about Bree's mom and their magic, and you realize that it's just like perspective, how people are using all this
Mhm.
magic and
Mhm.
who's supposed to be what. And like spoiler alert for the end, but like when Bree becomes king, it's like, oh, it's because people who've been controlling this narrative about how the
Mhm.
magic works has excluded all this like root magic and stuff.
And exploited
So
it. And
yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
So Tracy Deonn does such a great job of her writing of being like, oh, this is the common knowledge of like how this secret society works, but also here's how it really came
to be
to
Mhm.
be. And it's such like a
yeah,
good parallel for
the
this
world.
shithole of the world right now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yes, it's totally a parallel, and it's totally cool to see it written like in
Hmm.
like a different universe, but be like, oh damn, like
Mhm.
that. it's crazy when you see it written out like that because it seems so cool. Like, oh my God, like their
Hmm.
magic is so amazing. And then you're like, oh damn, it's not that
Damn.
amazing when you think about like the
Hmm.
backs that it's been built off of and being exploited and like trauma and like the awfulness that it came from. Like it was really
Yeah.
cool, but
Hmm.
then it was taken and ripped away from these
Hmm.
amazing people that it was used, and then now it's been changed into, and like shielded. The bad parts have been shielded to make it look cool again, and like
Hmm.
yeah, it's really amazing how she wrote that, and so yeah, um, like you said, there's so many cool elements that she's kind of combined. I love it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The end scene, I know we're all over the place, but the end scene of this book where she's reading like the flashbacks of her power and everything and like all the way forward and like her ancestors, I was just like so tearful. It doesn't even feel like it's something that applies to me specifically. You know what I mean? But it was so moving to see like through women and her whole lineage, how it's all like built up to her and how she's going to be the catalyst for this change. And
Mhm.
then just like the beginning, how they've tried to change it. Well, here's Nick's dad. You know what I mean? Trying to again do all this stuff shady. So, but I think
Yeah.
that's why I like Nick's character too, because he's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
he's a good person.
Mhm.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
makes me so excited to read the next book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say, I'm Team Nick, but when calls Bree his king, I was just like,
That's what I'm saying.
I just loved it
Yeah.
so. My king. I was just like, I
Yeah.
just love that he said my king and not my queen for some reason. Like it really, like, really liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. The nipples were hard on that one.
The nip-
Hmm.
Stop. The nipples were hard. I could not.
Yeah.
But no, for sure. And yeah, I just thought it was really cool because then it was like, I don't know if you'd say like it's like kind of a modern fantasy as well. Like obviously taking
Hmm.
place on this college campus. She's like you said, kind of with the grief aspect, going to like a therapist and talking with her like dad. And I love her relationship with her friend Alice, which we see a little bit here, but I feel like it kind of gets expanded on even more in the second book.
Mhm.
But so yeah, I don't know. It's just like you said, there was just so many good elements and written so well. And yeah, I don't know, just for it being a young adult book,
Yeah.
I felt like it was
Hmm.
You
just
know,
written so well without
Hmm.
like, I know we kind of talked about this, um, like young adult books sometimes can like have very heavy adult themes, but they don't like minimize it or don't like
Hmm.
baby it. And so I felt like this is a good example of a book like that where yeah, it can be we can have these themes that young adults go through, and they're talked about in a very realistic way. So, yeah.
that's how I knew I was really going to like this book, honestly, from the start, was her and Alice's relationship and like the first fight that they get
Hmm.
in.
Hmm.
Excuse me, pretty early on, just about her friend can immediately tell that Bree's acting different. And just like that exchange, and I was already so invested in their friendship, and like it was seriously like just a couple chapters into the book, and I was like, oh, I'm already invested into their friendship and their relationship. I'm gonna
Hmm.
love
Yeah,
this book.
they have such a good friendship. Like I said, it's not a ton, you don't see a ton of it in
Mhm.
this book, but
Hmm.
they dive deeper into it in the second book and you get to
Hmm.
really see Alice and their friendship, and I love that. Because Alice is such a great character, and so yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. Any other any other hot takes? Things you wanna
Um, you know me, I love this book, Ride or Die, but I always thought, and one of the guys I work with at work read this book because I kept recommending it, and he mentioned how he thought it was funny that the therapist that was friends with Bree's mom when they were in school together, I love that she would just randomly show up and drop like half information and then leave. And I was like, why can't you just tell her everything right now?
Okay, that's actually true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah.
true. Or even the dad. Now,
Yes,
the dad.
even her dad.
The only thing I can say about that would be the dad's in grief too, and like he might be like just shutting down or like being closed off because he doesn't even want to talk about the mom
Hmm.
because it's too
Hmm.
painful. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I could think about. But I didn't even think about the friend therapist. Because but I kind of thought that too. I'm like, if all these people know the mom, like what's going
Why
why
is no one
isn't she?
telling her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny you say that because like I did track that, but I didn't even like think about it. Now that you say that, I'm like, yeah, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is funny.
The plot didn't call for it, Stacy.
Yeah, yeah.
I still liked it, don't get me wrong, but I was just like, this bitch better just tell her what is going on in one go.
Yeah. She's like, this is gonna wait for the next session. You gotta pay for the next session.
Yeah, you gotta pay.
Take it up with insurance.
I also think it's kind of sad that the pages have such a shortened life expectancy once they get called up. I thought that
Mhm,
was like a really interesting and sad part of it, but interesting more about how they get into like the price of magic and stuff when
mhm,
you're using it that way. I thought that was pretty cool and different.
mhm,
Especially
Yeah.
with Bree's family and the women
Hmm.
and the price of it.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
For
Excuse me.
sure. I also just think
Definitely.
it's also, I don't know if maybe, I don't know if interesting is the right word, but like the pressure expectation of like your family lineage, like, oh, I have to like do this basically, like I have to. And then it kind of gets
Hmm.
into what Cece said, like, oh, great, now I have to like die or I have to like be this, figurehead of this family line. Like this is what
Hmm.
like what if I'm born into this family, but I don't really want to do that? Like,
Yeah. Where's the fate versus like free will and your choice and fate, I guess, all
Mhm.
of that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I thought about that too. I'm like, what if I just want to live like a normal life? Like I don't want to be, you
What
know.
if I just want to be like on a bowling team and live my life
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. Um, you know, I don't know.
just have a normal life?
But
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Actually, I'm so glad that you liked it though. I can't wait till you read Blood Marked.
I know. What do you want to see in Blood Marked, Ashley?
Yes.
Like,
Hmm.
yeah, I guess what any predictions, anything you want to see?
I want to obviously see more of Nick and Sel and Bree and this whole like relationship, how it plays out.
Do you have like a
Hmm.
prediction on like who do you I know this is kind of like I mean there's like three more books for you, but like who do you
Yeah.
think she'll pick? Like who do you I guess
Yeah.
Stacey, you too, who do you think you haven't read Oathbound, right?
No, I was waiting for I think I'm gonna read it the same time you do. We can like buddy read it. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
read my
yeah.
hardback, but yeah.
Hmm.
I want her to end up with Nick, but I feel like she'll end up with Selwyn.
Yeah, I feel like I could be wrong, but just reading the first book and just things that she says, like I think she'll end up with Sel.
But
As what it
I could be
like
wrong.
reads to me. Or
I
I hope they
think
all end up together.
I think she'll end up with Nick, but I
Okay.
think I'm gonna be controversial. I think she'll end up with Nick, but I want her to be with Sel. Like personally, like I want her to be with him.
Hmm.
But I think she'll end up with Nick. I don't know why. I just feel like I don't know. I just have a feeling she
Hmm.
will.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Now I have this like hope. Maybe she'll end up with both of them. It'll be everything I ever wanted.
Yeah. One Cell, one Nick, and one threesome.
And then Sel and Nick can be together too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
My dream.
what else are you predicting or wanting, Ashley, in the next book? We'll just do the next book.
I don't know. I'm just like excited to like even more into the magic system and like more of the history and everything behind it. I don't know. I'm just like really open, kind of like when I read this one, I just like want to see where it takes the story, I guess.
What
Hmm.
about the ending? That's
Yeah. Like where do you think Nick is?
yeah.
Like what do you think's going on with that? Do you have any predictions or are you just like gonna write it out? Just like
I don't know because I'm so bad at this. I don't know.
I
What was
know.
like, no, I don't have any predictions.
You
Did you
think
guys
he's
have predict?
dead?
No, 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 no. There's no,
I, I
I only know this because those stickers that I bought you guys for like the new book, all three of them were in it. So I know he's not.
they're all over my water bottle. Um I
Maybe that's why
do.
I don't. I'm like, maybe that's why I don't have. I'm like I don't have like a ton of predictions, but like I'm like these characters still have to be in the story because we're three
Well,
books
Yeah.
they could
in.
die in the last book. We don't know.
Oh God. Well, yeah,
None of us know.
maybe.
We're just here, just like, oh, and it's like, they died. And we just have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're all my prediction, they all die.
Wouldn't that be crazy? That'd be
I
terrible.
mean, who freaking knows?
What if one
There
of them
already were
does
some
die
character
though?
deaths, so could just
Hmm.
keep going. Game of Thrones style.
Jesus.
Do you have any predictions or anything you want to see, Stace? I
Me,
think, yeah.
I just want to see, me, which we've kind of seen it already. Me and Chanel have anyway. I just want to see Brie get more and more powerful and just
Yeah, that's true.
more filled with, me. I love female rage and
Mhm.
just,
Yeah,
yeah, which
more
is why I think I
confident
like
in
the
her
second book so
magic.
much.
Yeah,
Hmm.
more confident in her
The
magic.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
like I love Legendborn. I love how it builds up to her power, but the second book is definitely really incredible on how it builds. And I think the writing's really good because it's believable that she's behind the curve learning this stuff, and some people are, but then how she gets her knowledge and practices it and her magic, I really like. And
Hmm.
I just think that's probably why I like the second book so much. I'm sure a lot of people say how our power grows in the third one's even better. So I'm sure that's what
Hmm.
I will like most about it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I agree with that. The other thing is, I just want to learn more about the moms, Sel's
Yeah.
Hmm.
mom and her mom, and like obviously like just their lineage and like kind of,
Mhm.
yeah, what Ashley said a little bit, just like the history about
Yeah.
kind of how this society and stuff came to be, which we learn a little bit more in the second book, but just continue to grow on that, but specifically their moms, and how they're connected, how you know,
Hmm.
all this magic came to be. So that's the biggest thing. And then obviously more of this romance, who she chooses, why she chooses, or maybe she just doesn't choose anyone.
Yeah.
Hmm. Maybe she chooses herself.
Hmm.
Which I'm always here for.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So yeah, I want to see more Alice because that was great.
Hmm.
Her friends,
I love Alice.
but yeah, yeah, excited, excited, excited
Yeah.
to see what's next.
It
Yeah.
was amazing. 10 out of 10. Like I said, I have nothing negative about the book.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm. It was
It was so well done. So well done.
such a good book. Yeah.
It
And
deserves all the hype.
you
Like,
guys did the
It does.
audiobook, right?
the audiobook
Hmm.
is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's what I'll listen to it. Mm,
Hmm.
since I haven't done that yet.
The narrator, who is it? She does such a great job.
Remember, Chanel, the girl who does the narration for this, she does the one of the narrations for, because there's two different characters in the reformatory. She does the sister's voice in the reformatory, and I was
Mm,
just like,
hmm.
which is totally different vibes, obviously,
Yeah.
but
But you loved it.
but I loved it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't see who, I'll have to look it up and post it,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
yeah, she does an amazing job.
She did really good. Yeah. That might be a nice quicker way to listen to it. Because, yeah, I definitely want to do a reread. It's so good. But yay.
Hmm.
Yay. Well,
Yeah.
we got to reread it. Ashley needs to get on that second book. And
Yes.
yeah,
I have it saved on my Libby.
Good.
nice. Is it super
The
long? It's like 20 hours
No,
usually.
no, these, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I
Sorry.
remember. It felt like it was really long for me to read it, but it might have just been like
Let
me
me look.
getting into
Yeah,
making notes and
It's
stuff.
not Oathbound, right? What's the second one?
Blood.
blood marked. I think it's like 20 hours. I think it's a decent length. I could be
It
wrong.
is
It felt like a lot.
23 hours.
Oh,
About to
yeah.
say, yeah, I listened to it. It was pretty, I mean, it feels quick when you listen to it, but
Yeah.
especially like you get, I mean, just like all books, like the second part, I was like listening like a little bit faster speed
Yeah.
because I wanted
You're
to
into
like,
it.
don't
And
make me be late to work listening to this book.
it's the
Mhm.
same narrator that did the first one. So
Hmm.
Nice, nice. Yay. Okay. All right. Well, that was
Um,
great. That was
yeah.
cool.
Do you guys want to do kudos?
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I'll go first. I want to kudos. Well, I want to kudos Ashley definitely because I got to feel like a real adult and go to this heated rivalry dance night. And Ashley, first of all, hosted the pregame at her house, which I haven't said pregames for like 10 years. But anyway, we pregamed. I had a glass of wine and some pizza before we went out. Incredible. And Ashley was sick and still like sucked it up,
Oh,
went,
I rallied, Chanel.
she
I
rallied
rallied.
for me. And then this is how you know you're over 30. We went and me and Ashley brought it up, and I was like, it would have been smart. We should have brought earplugs so that we could have our hearing the next day. Also, it hit like 10:30 and the had just really got it going. And I was like, I could fall asleep right now.
That's how
I
you
was
feel.
I was home in bed by like 12:10 and I was exhausted, but it was
That's
so
late.
fun.
Chanel
Late.
tried to go to this thing without a coat. It was -2 degrees outside. She was in a mesh shirt with a bra, and she was like, I'm not gonna wear my winter coat.
Mind you, though, I did wear it in, but there were girls in a lot less clothing than me not wearing, and I'm not judging, but not wearing a coat. And then I realized, oh, I'm too old to be acting this way. Thank you so much, Ashley.
You're too old to be going to that thing.
You're not wrong, okay?
I
But it was so
texted
fun.
Ashley at 8:30. And you guys were like heading to that place. I was like, "Are you going?" She's like, "Yeah." I was in bed in my pajamas, about to turn off my phone. I was going to sleep, and you guys were
I'm
just
so
going
jealous.
out.
Mind you, that like I only had like a glass of wine and one drink there. I didn't even get like drunk. I wasn't hungover. I was so tired. I slept on and off the whole next day with Ivy because I was so tired from just having to be alive that long.
Crazy. I'm glad you had fun though. I know you
Thank
had
you.
a good
Yeah.
time. I know you had a good time. That's so funny. All right,
Yes.
Ashley, go ahead.
Um, well, my kudos is for you guys. I've been really sick
No.
No.
since this like thing. I mean, I was a little sick before that, but it's just like hit me like a train. So, but you guys have been amazing and like checking on me and um sorry, I feel a little out of it, but like I just don't know what I'd do without you guys. And my friend Lauren is coming over tomorrow to like do
Mm.
some things and stuff with me. And I just like appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, I
We
love all
love
my friends.
you.
Kind of like last time we recorded, I'm just feeling really lucky for my support
Mhm.
system and all
Mhm.
my friends and
Yeah,
everything.
of course.
We
I
love
love you
you.
guys. I love you guys. My kudos is you guys because you guys always just make me so happy. I love recording with you and texting you guys. And
Mhm.
you make my day. Sending me micro pets. I'm obsessed with that thing.
I've been sending
Dude,
you micro pets.
I'm
I keep
obsessed.
waiting for it to say like Chanel and Sage are visiting you, and like Chanel better drink her water today. We're all on Finch, so
Obsessed. I'm crazy. So I love you guys. I also want to give a kudos to my boyfriend Clint, who has
hi Clint.
he's been so helpful. I don't know what I'd do without him. So he puts up with me because I'm crazy.
In the
I'm Clint's
best way.
favorite
So
person.
yeah, he gets a nice kudos because he comes over and vacuums my house.
We love Clint.
We do.
Yeah, he's green flag. So yeah. And happy Black History Month. Yeah. Go
Yay.
read Legendborn if you haven't.
Yes, read
And
Legendborn.
watch Sinners if you haven't. Sorry, I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
goes
good.
without saying.
Mhm.
But those are our Rex, our Black
Mhm.
History Month Rex. So yeah, 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 yeah.
You want to lead us out, Stace?
Yes. Thank you so much for listening this week, nerds. Make sure that you're reading Legendborn and reading all these incredible authors' books we've had on for Black History Month. There's lots of great options out there. And make sure you read what you like.